Hello there. As I mentioned in the previous video, just in case you missed part 1, link will be in the description, there is a fair bit more art to cover in this video, even more than I initially expected, so without further ado, let's go. So the main artwork I wanted done was more or less finished last episode, so this time round I wanted art for the second and third page on my website. My initial thoughts for the second page was for me to be looking at the Switch, holding a DSLR camera in a 3/4 view, slightly towards the left. However, for some reason, he found that too difficult or something, so he suggested a side view which would also make better use of the space. And I agreed, I thought it would still do the job nicely. So after the outline, he started filling out the head and torso. After that, he started filling out the hands on the camera, which for some reason looked a lot more like feet as opposed to hands. Then he filled in the camera, which I thought looked a bit off, but we'll get into that later. Then he started drawing in the table and Switch. Personally, I thought the Switch looked more like a pillow than the actual console, but I also quite like that. Then he added more detail to the head and torso, adding hair, making the head smaller, adding shading, etc. Then he added more details to the Switch, shading, adding buttons, etc. Following on, he fixed the camera for me, as I thought it looked too simplistic. Then he added the background and did some more adjustments. At first I wanted the face to have a mouth, but we couldn't get it to look normal, no matter how many iterations, so we scratched that. After that, we had a go at fixing the hands. They still look slightly off in the final, which you can check out on my website, but they look much better than before. I think the adjustment of the forearm and the addition of the other arm definitely helped there. Finally, just some micro adjustments and it was done. So for the third page, I wanted it to be me looking up something to buy on Amazon. So first he made the outline of everything, the table, laptop, head and torso, etc. and filled them in. Then he added details to the laptop, like the keys, screen bezel, etc. Then he traced out a screenshot from Amazon UK, affiliate link below, and took some artistic liberties when recreating game covers. He then tried to make the head have hair and not to make it look like a chocolate ice cream cone, but after a bit of shading and fine tuning, I think it looked pretty good. Once that was done, the table felt a bit barren, so I wanted my Xbox controller, the best controller by the way, and an unbranded drink on it. Once they were finally done, he did some final adjustments and it was done. Overall, I think they turned out really good. At first, the change in art style for them looked a bit off to me, but after putting them up on the website, I think they look really nice. So if you have any thoughts on these or the website, please leave a comment down below. I'm really interested to read them. If you would like to request your own art, then check out The Critical Knight on Twitter and YouTube. Links to both will be below. With all that said, you know the rest. Thanks for watching.
So what do you want on the can?
Just put consumable.
I'll just put beverage.
Nah, consumable was funnier.
That looks like a foot.
Wow, I must be doing some really good acrobatics for that. I'm holding it in one hand and holding my foot, like, right next to it. I don't even know how that's possible.
Okay, what I meant to do, I mean, that looks
It's
like...
amputate my hand. Okay, cool, thanks.